What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, a little different video. We're gonna be going over my step-by-step process of eBay shopping for Pokemon cards to grade. So just gonna be going through different filters today and then shopping for cards that look good that we can buy, grade, and make money on. So let's hop into it. Haven't been buying a lot of Pokemon cards recently, or sports cards for that matter. Been really working on my Excel sheet. Go check that out. My latest video I posted is going over my whole template that I made for tracking cards. It makes the process a lot faster and you can visualize all your KPIs and everything like that. So go check that out. It's my Patreon. It's $4. Took a long time to make, so I appreciate the support on it. It definitely will pay for itself with all the data you can see and how much money and time you'll save by using it. So check that out. Let's get into shopping right now. Let's go over to my saved feed and we'll start looking. So first, I'm just looking for modern cards normally that look good. I've spent a lot of money recently. Well, not in the past couple weeks, but I have a lot of money at grading, so I don't want to break the bank too much. But if there's a card that looks good, I will definitely check it out. Let's check out this Mimikyu right here. I'm actually not very up to date on the prices, so let's go over to TCG Player just so we have a good idea of how much stuff's going for. So let's go back over this Mimikyu. I like to look at the centering first. This one looks pretty good. The centering on left or right might be a little bit off, but I think it does look pretty good. And then the back, let's check this out. Corners look good. Let's look at the description real quick. No description, that's okay. I always like go to the seller to see if they sell any graded cards. This one is graded. Look at the cert numbers too. If the cert numbers are like chronological, you know they probably sent in an order themselves. If they're not, you might be okay. That looks pretty good too. So we'll save that. 103. So I don't know. I think that this seller doesn't seem to be grading a lot of cards. We can also go over to their sold cards and see if they have any like PSA, just 2 PSA. That's just, oh, that's not the sold ones. Let's go over here to sold. 120. Yeah, okay, so cert numbers are different. I don't think the seller really grades cards that much. Doesn't look like it. So we can go over here and just check it out one more time. It actually looks really good. So I don't know if we just got lucky. Sometimes it takes a long time for me to find cards that are gradable, but let's go here and type in this and see how much it goes for in a PSA 10. PSA 10. Going for like 180, it looks like. Go over to sold. That would be a really good come up right there if it does check out. I'll also pull up gem rate. So I like to go to gemrate.com and then go to your year breakdown. And then we'll go over here 2022. We'll go back over to 2022. Brilliant Stars. And then we're looking for the Mimikyu TG17. So this has a 73% all-time gem rate, 69% gem rate in the past month. So honestly, I mean, it's checking out pretty well. Like I think that this definitely is a card we will consider. Yeah, it's going for about $45 near mint. Was up to 50. All right, I mean, I think this is actually a pretty good card. I think we might pull the trigger on it. Everything looks pretty good. Should we do it? I mean, that was pretty easy. It's normally not this easy. Normally it takes a little longer to find some good deals, but this one looks really good in my opinion. Again, yeah, they're going for upwards of $200. So let's just do it. Let's buy it. Let's go here and buy it. I think that, you know, even if it's a little bit more expensive than it normally goes for, it looks really good. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. There we go. First card bought. It didn't even take more than 5 minutes. So off to a really good start here. What we can also do is go back and look at the same seller's cards, because if they have one card that looks gradable, they might have more. So we'll go here to seller's other items, take a quick look. I mean, this Umbreon, I actually just sent one in not too long ago. This one, shoot, this one's pretty good too. The centering might be a little bit thick over here, but honestly not bad. Look here. Okay, so there's a little bit like that corner whitening right there. Honestly, it might be passable. It might be able to get taken off with a piece of masking tape. If you just, click it, but yeah, there's some whitening right there too. So I think we're gonna pass on that one. Is there anything else here that looks good? We did like this or favorite this Arceus. I did gem one of these a while ago as well. This one doesn't look too bad. I think it is a little bit heavy right there on the left side, so I'm gonna probably pass on it for now. I'll keep it favorited though. Edges, I don't really know. That's probably just the lighting. It looks pretty good, honestly. There's some white stuff there. I think that can just it's like dust, so that kind of worries me right there. I don't know. There's a little bit of issues with that card. We'll keep it favorited though, but I don't think I'm gonna pull a trigger on it. Japanese stuff, not really interested in it. It grades really well, but it just doesn't, the multiplier is not there for it. So I think we're gonna move on to a different seller now. Let's go back over here to our filter and then keep looking. I like grading these cards that have high gem rates just because it makes it so much easier to predict what the grade's gonna be. That looks like it's the scan with the print line right there. It's not on the card. Honestly, this one looks pretty good too. It's definitely OC left to right. So we'll pass on that one. I remember when this Gengar card was I don't know, 20 bucks or something or less. And actually, I did gem one of these earlier this year and I sold it and the price has gone way up. So that kind of sucks, but that one's definitely off-centered. So we're gonna pass on that. I had one of these too. I pulled it back in the day and the corners were kind of cooked even though it's still in the wrapper. So move on from that one. Definitely filtering by newest when I do this, just because you see the newest cards most times. If there's a card that looks really good, it gets sniped right away because other people are doing this as well. But if you do at weird hours or people at work, you can find some good deals like I'm doing right now. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this one says grade me. I actually have one of these. It's not at grading right now. See, I think I got one of these at the card show recently. See if I can find it real quick. Here we go. Right there. This one looks pretty good. I think the PSA 10s are actually doing a lot. I bought it for $10 or $15, I think. Let's check how much a PSA 10 is. This one I don't think is going to be. It's off center, top to bottom. If it says grade me in the title, I normally stay away from it because normally they're not gradable. Sometimes in the description, sellers will be honest with you and be like, "Oh, this one looks really good. You might want to grade it." Take that with a grain of salt. But if it says grade me with an emoji, normally that means it's probably not gradable. This Mimikyu though, yeah, wow, over $300. So that's pretty crazy. Obviously that's the listing. Let's look at sales. Yeah, 300 bucks. So hopefully, 260, 230. Anyway, major come up with that one gets a 10. So let's go back to our filter. Relax. This is a really cool card too. Hard to tell when they're in the top loaders like this, and it's not a clean picture. You get to see that guy's fingernail, which is not pleasant, but otherwise, honestly, it doesn't look too bad. The centering looks good. A little bit thicker on this side, I would say. Sometimes you can throw it into ChatGPT. If you come over here and you take a screenshot of it. I don't know if I can do it right now because I'm recording on my computer, but you take a screenshot of it, drop it into ChatGPT, and then say hey, can you analyze the borders for me? Sometimes it does a good job, sometimes it doesn't. It's probably as effective as all these AI grading apps. I would stay away from those. It's just not really worth it in my opinion, but if that's what you think is best, then go for it, obviously. I like grading these Crown Zenith cards. I actually have with me the Dialga right here. I got it at a card show. Looks really good. I already gemmed one of those. And then I have the Arceus somewhere, or Palkia. The Palkia right there. So those grade really well. Let's check this one out real quick. Top to bottom. It's always hard to tell when they have these little stands that take over part of the card. I'd probably stay away from it from there. It looks like it might be a little bit heavy on the top there. And also sometimes these Pokemon cards are tilted. You see how there's less space right there than there would be over here. I don't know if that's just me or the angle, but sometimes I see cards that have that and I just stay away from it because I'm not taking a chance, especially if the card's $100 bucks. So we're gonna keep looking. Probably switch over to a different filter here really soon. I always love this card. I really wanted to gem one. I haven't found anyone that's gradable yet. This one, yeah, top to bottom is definitely off, but would love to grade that card eventually. Here's another one right here. Let's check it out. This one actually looks pretty good. Well, I don't know what that is, so definitely gonna stay away from that. Who knows, it could be nothing, but it looks like it's some damage, so we're gonna stay away from there. Let's go over and change filters. So go back to my eBay. I'm thinking about dropping like my saved filters and stuff in my Patreon. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just filter what you want, but sometimes it's easier if you have a clear guide. Let's go to celebration. Celebration cards are always really hot, especially with the anniversary coming up, the 30th anniversary next year. So I actually have gotten a bunch of these Pikachus. This one is definitely not centered, and also the shipping is ridiculous. I don't know why people have $12 shipping for a one card, but that's neither here nor there. This Umbreon was like $15 a year ago, and now it's a lot. And this one looks pretty good, actually. Interesting. Let's look here. Corners look pretty good. I mean, these cards do grade well. This seller has 0 feedback, though. Always something to note. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't buy a card from them, because worst case scenario, you get a refund from eBay. Honestly, like I would definitely consider this Umbreon. Let's see how much the 10s are going for right now. PSA 10 celebrations. I did gem one of these. I bought the card for $15 last year, gemmed it, sold it for like $190, I think, and yeah, now it's like $300. So I do have one at grading. I think I paid like $100 for it, but it's still going for a really good amount. That one, what's wrong with this one? Why did it go for $187? Why does it say redescription? Slab has damage, even potential card damage. Anyway, that's kind of off topic. They're doing like $300, $300. Again, let's go over here to gem rate. I think it was 2020 celebration set. So we'll go here to TCG again, type in 2020, and this is maybe I'm wrong. What, 2021? Yeah. Celebrations, it's right here. Classic collection, yeah. Let's go here, the Umbreon Gold Star. Yeah, 50% gem rate. So definitely a card you can gem. How much are they going for raw is the next question. Gold Star Celebrations. 9 did $90. 77, 102, 66, 90. We'll go here to TCG Player real quick. Umbreon Gold Star. Okay, $79. Definitely went down in price. You know, I bought it like last year when it was around this, $15, and then it went up and then it went down. I think it was at grading right here, and then it went down again. And anyway, yeah, really spiked up right here. I bought it like a couple months ago, maybe with that $80, $100 range, and then now it's back down to 80. But I think it should maintain that price, and there's also some wiggle room there. Like, worst case scenario, it goes down a little bit. But even if the card is $200 in a PSA 10, and I send this one in and get a 10 on it, I still am going to make, $60, $70. This one looks really good. I don't know if we're getting crazy luck. Maybe a little bit like of that tilted border right there on the top. But the rest of the card looks great. I mean, are we just going to drop a bag right now on cards? Normally, I can spend hours looking at cards and not find anything. But this one looks pretty good. Let's just do it. Let's buy it. I think that it's a good price, and you can afford to pay a little bit more. If there was an offer button, I might just send an offer, but you want to be cautious, because sometimes you send an offer and then people buy it anyway, and the seller doesn't have any time to fill the offer or give you a counter offer. So that one's done. I always stay away if they have like more than one available, because you don't know when you're getting. Sure, you can like message them, hey, can you send me this card? But it's just not worth it. So let's stay away from that. Definitely have some of these Blastoise I want to grade. Let's see here. Yeah, this is lightly played plus. Yeah, that centering is pretty awful. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it's awful. We're gonna stay away from there. There's another Umbreon. But like, I don't know, it says lightly played plus to near mint. I'll probably pass on that. I bought cards before that says near mint, but see, I see that corner damage right there. Probably a pass. Definitely Pokemon's a little bit, it's more competitive somewhat because there's less cards and people are trying to grade the same cards, but also there's more just like kids ripping them and putting them on eBay. Whereas sports cards, I feel like more people that open packs will send the cards in themselves. So I feel like there's a little bit less competition in Pokemon when it comes to finding stuff on eBay. It's good to grade, but you still have to be very quick because other people out here trying to buy cards as well. So let's do a little bit more shopping. We'll go over here to one more filter. Sometimes just a general Pokemon filter is good. You can find some good stuff here. It's always weird because sometimes people put in like Pokemon in the title, sometimes just like SV for Scarlet and Violet, sometimes they spell out Scarlet and Violet, so you have to filter it down and test different filters to make sure you're seeing all the cards, but not really seeing too much here. Stay away from buying stuff in these live. You're not going to really find that many gradable cards. I mean, you can find stuff for sure, but this one got bought. Just because it says pack fresh though does not mean that it is gonna get a 10. So you still have to evaluate the card even if it says pack fresh, but it is definitely beneficial to know that someone just ripped it and put it on eBay right away. So they say. This Zapdos, I've really been wanting to grade one of these. Such a sick card, honestly. I've been looking for a clean copy, but I just not found one. Let's check that out. Yeah, see there's a little corner damage right there, whitening. Gonna stay away from that, unfortunately. Anything else that we can find, but we already dropped what, like 170 bucks or something like that. So for 15-20 minutes of searching, that's really good. Especially, I mean, if both of those, even if one gets a 10, that's, you know, I'll probably make over 100 bucks. So I can't complain there in 15 minutes of work. But you're not always gonna get this lucky. I'm definitely gonna do some more episodes where I'll be searching for a while and not find anything. Let's look at this one. This Vaporeon, top to bottom, is off-centered. So centering is normally what's wrong with these cards, and then the whitening on the back. If those two pass, then we're looking at a card that has a strong chance to gem. Obviously, there's other stuff you want to take into account, the edges, print lines, all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, for Pokemon at least, the surface isn't too much of an issue. Whereas for sports cards, it is a lot. Let's take a look at this Alakazam. This one looks pretty good centering wise. A little hard to tell because it's tilted, but the picture kind of sucks too, unfortunately. This one actually looks pretty good, I will say. And the multiplier is huge on it. So they don't really sell. I don't think they grade this one themselves. So we can kind of disregard that unless that's 605 cert number. That's 140. Okay, I don't think this person really grades stuff unless 606. Oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe they do grade stuff. Can't really tell. This other card could still be. They have a whole gun on there. That's crazy. This Alakazam looks pretty decent from my eye. They seem to only be grading like vintage kind of cards. So, or kind of just random. I don't know why. I don't know why we're grading some of this stuff. It doesn't really make too much sense. I guess the Charmeleon makes a little bit of sense, but let's take another look at this card, see how much it's going for. I do have one at grading, but the multiplier is huge, so I'm willing to take a risk if it looks good. Centering looks pretty decent. Maybe a little bit thicker there on the bottom, but not too bad. The back, that corner, it's just hard to tell. Like, you can't really tell. The image kind of stinks. Normally, the whitening, you can it stands out though, so I'm not seeing any glaring issues. Let's just take a quick look. 51, $45. I mean, this is a card that if this card goes to $100, like I wouldn't be surprised. It's a really sick card. You know, it's got up there to 40, 50 bucks. It's just a really, really cool card. One of my favorites. PSA 10s are probably going for a lot. Yeah, it's like a $300 card, PSA 10. So, I mean, shoot, taking a shot for $46, you know, it's gonna be $50 all in after tax on my card. Looks pretty good. Let's check the centering on like this 10, for example, so you can kind of compare the centering. You know, sometimes the centering on these 10s are not that great. This one, yeah, I would say definitely on the top, it looks a little bit thicker than the bottom. Maybe not, but not as different as this one. I think we should take a shot on it. Let's take a shot on it, see what we get. Worst case scenario, it's not gradable and I have a cool Alakazam card for the PC, or I just sell it back and lose $5, $10 on it. But the upside, I mean, if I grade it for 20, I'm in it for like $75, and I sell it for 300 and a 10 after taxes and fees and stuff, I'll probably be making close to $200 in the card. So $200 versus losing $10, like it's a no-brainer. Even if there's a 25% chance that I make the $200, still fine with me. Like I'll take that bet any day of the week, and eventually it's gonna pay off once you get a couple big hits. So that's pretty successful, I think. If you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned something. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to leave a comment and give me some feedback. Also, I'll have some more videos coming out soon, trying some different series, also some shorts. Please also check out my Excel sheet. I'll link the video in the description, as well as my Patreon. You can buy the sheet, and it's $4. Really appreciate it. If you have any issues with it, please let me know. Yeah, check out that video, and if you have any other questions or comments, please let me know. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, obviously, and see you next one. Peace.